In the heart of Africa, a country brims with a rich political history. South Africa. A story that begins just over a century ago with the formation of the Union of South Africa in the early 20th century in the year 1910. This was a time of change, a time of unification and division, where political power was concentrated in the hands of the few. Just 4 years later, the National Party emerged, a political force that would shape the country's future in ways unimaginable. Their influence was solidified in 1948 when they implemented a policy that would echo through the decades: apartheid. A system of racial segregation that sparked an outcry heard around the world. Yet it was this outcry, this global attention, that began to stir the winds of change. The world was watching, and South Africa was on the brink of a new era. And thus, with the world watching, the seeds of change were sown. As the sun set on the apartheid era, a new dawn broke, the birth of opposition parties. In the early 20th century, the African National Congress, or ANC, emerged as a beacon of hope and resistance. Founded in 1912, the ANC initially operated passively, advocating for political change through peaceful means. However, as the oppressive apartheid regime tightened its grip, the ANC transformed. It evolved from a passive organization into a dynamic force of resistance, igniting the flames of political opposition. Parallel to the ANC's evolution, the 50s witnessed the birth of another influential movement, the Pan-Africanist Congress, or PC. Established in 1959, the PC brought a new wave of radicalism, focusing on African nationalism and rejecting the idea of a multiracial society. It was a force to be reckoned with, challenging the status quo and the oppressive apartheid regime. As the 70s rolled in, the political landscape further diversified with the emergence of the Black Consciousness movement. This movement, led by the charismatic and influential Steve Biko, emphasized the mental and emotional liberation of the black people. It was not just about political freedom, but a complete overhaul of the societal mindset. These movements, diverse in their ideologies and methods, united in their opposition against the apartheid regime. They represented the voices of the marginalized, the oppressed, and the silenced. These were the voices of change, echoing through the corridors of power. The winds of change swept across the land, bringing with them a new political era. It was a time when the shackles of apartheid were finally broken. The year was 1994, a year that will forever be etched in the annals of South African history. It marked the end of an era, the end of racial segregation, and the birth of a new democratic South Africa. A remarkable transformation was in the offing as the country held its first ever democratic elections. It was a momentous occasion where, for the first time, every citizen, regardless of their race or colour, had the right to vote. In this landmark election, the African National Congress, or ANC, rose to power, marking the beginning of a new chapter in South Africa's political journey. As the ANC assumed office, it symbolized the triumph of the oppressed over their oppressors, the triumph of democracy over apartheid. It was a victory that held immense significance for the people of South Africa, a victory that promised a brighter, more inclusive future. But the winds of change did not stop there. They continued to blow, reshaping the political landscape of South Africa. As the new millennium dawned, a fresh political force emerged in the form of the Democratic Alliance, or DA, in the year 2000. The DA brought with it a new perspective, a different approach to politics, and gave the people an alternative to the ANC. Then, in 2013, another political party, the Economic Freedom Fighters, or EFF, was formed. The EFF presented itself as a radical left-wing alternative, advocating for economic emancipation and land reform. Each new party that emerged brought with it its unique ideologies and perspectives, further enriching South Africa's political discourse. They represented the diverse views and aspirations of the people, adding to the vibrancy of South Africa's political scene. And so, South Africa's political landscape continued to evolve, reflecting the dreams and aspirations of its people. Today, the political landscape in South Africa stands as a testament to its tumultuous past. It's a vibrant and diverse scene where the echoes of history reverberate in the present. At the forefront of this landscape is the African National Congress, or the ANC. For years, the ANC has been a dominant force, but today its influence is being challenged. The official opposition, the Democratic Alliance, or DA, plays a crucial role in balancing the power dynamics. While it may not have the same historical weight as the ANC, the DA has been instrumental in advocating for a multi-party democracy and pushing for reform. Then we have the Economic Freedom Fighters, or the EFF, the new kids on the block. Their rising popularity has been nothing short of meteoric, demonstrating the desire for change and more radical political solutions among a significant segment of the population. However, these parties are not without their challenges. They grapple with issues such as corruption, internal divisions, and the immense task of addressing the socio-economic disparities that persist in the nation. Their actions and decisions, for better or for worse, have a profound impact on South Africa's governance and its future. As we look at this present landscape, one thing is clear. The political arena in South Africa is not static. It's a dynamic, ever-changing stage where new voices and ideas continue to emerge. The voices of change continue to resonate, shaping the future of South Africa. The evolution of South Africa's political parties is a tale of struggle, resilience, and hope. We've journeyed through the historical context that saw the birth of these parties, born out of a fervent desire for representation and justice. We've observed the emergence of opposition, a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who dared to challenge the status quo. The winds of change have indeed blown over the Rainbow Nation, reshaping its political landscape, navigating its course through the tumultuous waves of transformation. Today, South Africa stands as a testament to the power of the people, their voices echoing through the halls of governance. The present landscape, though far from perfect, is a reflection of the nation's journey, its triumphs and trials, its victories and its lessons. As the sun sets on today, South Africa looks forward to a new dawn, where the voices of change continue to echo, steering the nation towards a brighter future.